Okay, there we go. Okay, Tanya, welcome. Thank you for being here today. My name is Eduardo. I'm just going to be covering the basics about how a partner launches an email series. Uh, for starters, what I mean by email series, there's a difference between an email and an email series, and the difference being that an email series is a group of emails that are basically based on a specific topic, product, or service. Instead of us individually selecting each email from the library, you can easily execute an email series, which basically is a chain of emails that are related by selecting the said email series and importing your mailing list and scheduling to go out at the date and time of your choice. Uh, our agenda for today is basically going to be activating Send Nurture email series. I'm going to show you where a partner can find a said email series in the library. Once we choose an email series that we wish to execute, we're going to go through the basics of editing the content of each individual email in the series, as well as adding a mailing list, scheduling and sending said emails for any date you desire, and the reporting that consists of each individual email in the series. Okay. I don't know if you have any questions about that.
No, it looks good.
Okay, awesome. Before we begin, it's good for you to know that we do have additional help channels. Anytime you need any assistance, you can email us at service@structureweb.com. We also have phone numbers. I think this is missing our international phone numbers, but I can get those to you. Also, we have 24/5 chat and support. So at any time that you need anything or assistance, you can just reach out to us, and someone should be there to help you along. Okay. So now moving straight on to the training part. Okay, so this is our marketing center. Um, I'm sure you're familiar with this. When it comes to choosing an email series, it's always good to go to our library or our repository where we have all the assets that are available for our partners. So by clicking library here, you should be able to access all the assets that are available to you at the moment. When we go, if we narrow our search by clicking the pencil icon, we can see all the different assets that are available to us. So covering our training about email nurturing, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the email nurture available to us. So you can see we have 4 different examples of a email series. For the purpose of this training, I'm just going to go ahead and click on the first one. You can see that this email series in particular contains 4 different emails. Oops, sorry about that. Um, it has 4 different emails that are available to us, which you can see the details of each one in this preview. If we're certain this is the email series we want to activate, it's as simple as clicking customize and send right here.
Hmm.
And this will automatically update our account assets, such as our partner logo, our name, our address, and etc., into the 4 different emails automatically into our platform. So that's what's happening right now. Once this is done, it's basically saving a copy of the working emails into your account so you can go back and edit or schedule the emails at any point before they're actually sent out. So we'll just wait for this to finish right now. Okay, there we go. It's also good to keep in mind that, like I said, at any point, these emails have already been saved in your account. So, for example, let's say a partner has to step away from the desk or they have to log out for any given reason. Once they log back in, they can access the emails they've been working on simply by clicking through tactics. Once in tactics, it'll send you where all your current working tactics are. So because we're working with an email nurturing series, we're gonna want to click on nurturing right here, which is already selected. And we can see that the series we've been working on, which is about cloud, there's 2 of them because I actually ran a test beforehand. So by clicking on the title about the cloud, it'll just take us straight in to where we have all the emails. Okay, I don't know if you have any questions. I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit too fast.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, awesome. Let's move on then. Okay, when it comes to actually editing each emails, you can edit each email specifically. It's also good to keep in mind that you can preview each email just by clicking on the title. So for example, if I want to preview changing business email, I can click on the title and it'll basically give me a preview of what the email looks like before I wish to edit or schedule anything on it.
Okay.
So you can see this is my test account logo.
Right.
So this would actually display a partner's logo and their information. Because it's a generic email, it won't say much. Okay, if you want to actually edit the email, you're gonna want to click on the little pencil icon right here to the right,
Okay.
and this will actually take you to all the different parts in which you can edit the email. Our platform has 2 different types of content editors. One is actually a windowed editor, but to my experience, it's a lot more strange or infrequent to actually have emails without. Most vendors are moving towards that direction of having a point and click template, which is precisely what we're looking at right now. So in a point and click template, I'm sorry, it's basically the name says it all. With a few clicks, you can add or change images or text. So basically, you just want to click on the red serrated boxes, and it'll let you edit that specific part of the email. So for example, that this serrated box makes us edit the title, so you can add or edit whatever part of the email you just make sure that after you're done with any edit, you click on the green save button.
Okay.
And that will be that. Some emails offer a specific gallery of images that you can choose from, but most have a limited number of things you can edit. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay, moving on. Also, it's good to keep in mind that on these emails, you can send a test message to yourself of that specific email inside the email series. Test messages just basically work as this is the final product before the final product. You can send a test message to yourself or to any other colleagues you wish to just basically test the email features and what it looks like before actually scheduling and sending the final product.
Okay.
In email series, we have a breadcrumb. So if you ever want to go back to the actual chain of messages that we were working on, you can just click on about the cloud up here, following the breadcrumb back. And it'll just take us straight back to where we had all the emails. Also, it's good to keep in mind that the thing that works differently about email series and specific emails is the mailing list. You would have to add the mailing list to all the emails. So for example, if I click on the mailing list up here, it'll just prompt us to add a mailing list that would include or for emails, not just specifically. So for example, if I click on add here, I can run an import. Just let me choose a quick test file for you. We also want to make sure that running this import, we correlate the first name with a column 1. This basic test file only has a first name, last name, and company name. When running a mailing import, you can decide to have as many columns or filter as you want, because this is just a basic a basic test file. I just included the minimum, the requirements. So let's just hit continue here, and I'm gonna name the new group test just for our sake and run the import. There we go. So we ran a total of 3 new contacts. We're gonna click on finish, and there we go. So as you can see, apart from Kevin, who is the owner of this test account, I added myself and 2 other colleagues to the mailing list. So in theory, all these 4 contacts would be included on any scheduling or sending that we edit for all 4 emails in the series. Okay, so now that this is done, we can go back to the emails right here. Okay, it's also it's good to keep in mind that, for example, let's just say you're interested in 3 of the 4 emails, and we want to skip on the accelerate your growth email. That can be easily done by just clicking on the inactive button right here. So right now you can see it's active, so you can just click it off, and this would mean that following the series chain, it would just automatically skip that email instead of actually sending it. So going a little deeper when it comes to the series chain, you can see here where it says schedule and time. So we can go ahead and click on the schedule button, and it'll just pop out a little calendar, and you can choose any date you wish that particular email to be sent. So for example, let's just choose today and click on a different time. Let's just say we want this email to go out late at night. Okay, once you're done choosing the scheduling and time sent, you just make sure to click save, and you can see the status of the email will be changed to scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
You can change, a partner can change any specific time and date of the email as long as it has not been sent. So if this email hasn't been sent, you can go ahead and edit the time and date for it to be scheduled, just as long as it hasn't been sent. Once the email is sent, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to play around with that anymore. So one of the advantages that an email series has over a regular email, I'm sorry, is the fact that you can schedule all 3 emails to be sent at a specific time interval of your choosing. So for example, if you want this chain to be sent out every 2 days, you can basically just come in here and choose the specific date that you want the emails to be sent out. And let's just keep this 8:30 p.m. every 2 days. As you can see, it's scheduled now. So it'll be sent out after the first email has been sent out 2 days afterwards, without you having to come back into the platform and fiddle around with anything else. I think I chose the wrong month. That's okay. Okay. Because we decided to skip the 3rd email, so we're just going to leave that off. So you can see that the scheduling and sending of this email works a bit different about the regular email, but it does, in my opinion, offer a lot more advantages. I'm not sure if you have any questions at this point.
No, I mean, I do, because, so this is a nurture campaign, right? So
Yes.
if you had, 4 emails in a nurturing series, and this is all very manual. So, in theory, would you be getting your list from some, like, I'm thinking of how this relates to a larger campaign.
Yes.
Right, where you may have, okay, people who aren't doing very much with your initial emails, so you kind of want to push them into a nurture series rather than continue them on the same email series. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
So is it that we're the ones who are segmenting our lists? It isn't something that would, as long as you have the email, the nurture series and your regular campaign, you would just then have to do the segmenting, or we'd do that ourselves?
Yeah, you would have to segment the contacts in the mailing list yourselves, but there are ways for you to segment list easier. That way
Okay.
you can run both campaigns and email series at the same time. It'll just help you keep I would say a better organized portfolio of contacts that way. For example, the last thing we forgot to cover is the reporting. So you each of these emails would give you an independent report of the people that are receiving it. So for example, clicking on the pencil icon,
Mm-hmm.
once this email is sent and has been opened by a mailing list, you can go ahead and go to the reports. You'll get a specific report for each of the emails that have been sent. So it's not going to break it down as a whole. You're going to get reports for each specific email that has been sent out.
Okay.
And this basically works as just as any email would. You would just be getting um, I would say 4 times the work done in just one email series,
Uh-huh.
instead of having to go send 4 different emails and having to go into each specific emails report. You would just get all this inside the specific email series.
Okay.
Right now, because it's a training, I don't have any reports available for you. I'm sorry about that. But once the emails are scheduled, and let's just say I opened it, 2 of my colleagues opened the email, you would get that in the report section.
Okay. And so in that report, if I were to export it, would it come out, it would look just like that? It's more like in an Excel spreadsheet?
Yes. So I think you have the option of exporting it in an Excel spreadsheet. I'm sorry, or a CSV file.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes out a CSV, but you can just change it to an Excel spreadsheet. Um, it'll make sure to read nurturing and about the cloud. So inside the Excel, you're gonna know that report comes specifically from this email series and what number email of the series it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that
Um,
makes,
I think that basically covers everything for today. I'm not sure if you have any other questions regarding anything.
no, that was great. Thank you. It looks pretty intuitive and pretty easy to use.
Yeah, it's really simple, and I've come to notice that most partners prefer email series over specific emails, just basically as a time saver,
Yeah,
and it's just easier to bundle the reports in a single email series.
sure. Yep, that makes perfect sense.
Okay, so I appreciate you having the time for joining this this training this today. Um, as I mentioned previously, if you have any additional questions or you need any additional assistance, you can reach us at either email, phone number, or chat. We also have an online support center that has articles detailing in detail what I just talked to you about today.
Okay, great.
Okay, so I hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you for joining.
Yep, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.